was the lead for our Cry project, but it was really just me and him anyways, and he had to report to me anyway. So, but in general, that what did you find of like how did I do as your lead here and your project manager?
Pretty well. They were just, I think Brandon got kind of flustered at some points.
So maybe I should have eased up on.
Because he knew how much we relied on him.
Oh yeah. Okay, so. How should I write that?
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Bud's a dick. But if I wasn't a dick, you guys think you guys would have actually crammed up game 3?
Well, you weren't really a dick to us. You're just kind of a dick to him.
Don't spread rumors. Jeff, you're welcome to add more points to it, really. It's okay. It's okay. You can write it down. Yeah. Anything else? Nothing you can think of? Leadership.
I found it hard to find stuff for people to do sometimes.
Hard to find stuff. That brings us back to lack of skills.
Yeah.
Now, especially with the way we ended up implementing the game, it was just hard for people to be working on it at the same time.
Well, it's one of those things where I find that typically when you're in a lead position, you know what you want to do. So when you're telling someone else what to do, you give them this really high level objective. Not everyone knows what those steps are.
Right.
And that was one of the things why I stepped in.
Yeah.
You know, after about that 5 or 6 hours when I tried to figure out what Tim was doing, what you were doing, did not connect. It's kind of like, you know what? Ultimately, Tim hasn't touched Splash about 6 months. Same with Caleb, right? So, and you're definitely more of a programmer than any of us here, right? So you know what you're doing, but the rest of us may not, pick up so well. So if anything, if you're gonna, if you wanted in the future for when you're trying to delegate work, you might have to do a little bit more handholding, give them like more specifics, because it's telling them to use binary trees. They'll just say, yeah, sure. You can draw it out for them, and it won't mean fuck all.
Yeah, pretty much, Spence. Half of what you were saying was just, I was so confused.
Binary trees.
Did we actually get that? Did we actually implement that in any way?
We started to, and then no.
How did we implement the dialogue in game 3? Or was it hard coded one
Just
frame?
an array.
Just an array?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys have to develop any additional skills while you were there? Did I stretch your brain enough?
I got to learn action script.
Okay. Did I stretch your brain enough for us? Did you wish I had more work?
Mostly just review.
Okay. I mean, I know you wanted to do more programming.
Yeah.
Now,
Same here.
did you,
Yeah.
same thing, but I mean, I could have started a 4th project for you guys. Right. Would you guys have been willing to do it?
Yeah.
A 4th project? I know
Well, like
you pretty much started.
Yeah, I did my own project, so.
Okay.
So it was a bit of a special day.
Yeah, a 4th project would have been,
Crazy?
well, not crazy, but like something for, say, me and Charizard to do.
That's not a problem because
That would have been good.
ultimately in the end, the reason why I split the original idea into 2 projects and then 3 was really just to give you guys something to do so you can actually work the skills that you guys are learning here in class. So, up, Cody. Grab a seat. Steal Burton's seat before he gets in. Yeah. So I mean, here's the thing. Like, if you wanted Anya to do that, like, did you voice your opinion that you wanted to do more of this stuff at any time there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure you told me, and I just basically told you to go check with Spence to see what he wanted to do. Did you did at any point in time did you ever think about starting your own project? I know she did.
Yeah.
And then when she during the game time when I found that she was doing that, I was all for it.
Yeah, you kind of just left me alone after a while. Yeah.
You started really, I don't care. We can crank out 4 games. That's great. If I can get 2 complete games and then another 3 that are half complete, hey. As a team, it meant we had almost 5 games.
I had like John and Spencer and Kaylin help me a little bit.
Okay.
Bye, Sam.
All right, the prof is gone. I can sabotage the room now.
I didn't get going to it.
All right. So yeah, since Spencer's got to go, we can probably wrap this up. Is there anything in addition to this that you'd like to add?
Game 1, it would have been, if there was a way to split up the level design, take shifts or something.
That's true. Playing around with CryEngine would have been cool to learn.
Yeah, I would have been for.
Would have split the level design. Now, there was an issue with doing that, and it's not.
People can't work out.
Actually, it's one of those things. Having multiple people work on the same level is actually totally doable because you do it at different layers. The main issue that I had with that was really the lack of. It would actually have to fit in a certain way, and it was actually a fairly small map. So maybe if you guys were comfortable with it, maybe we could have. Because I know you guys got your alien race pretty late, right? If you guys got it, before Christmas, I probably would have gotten all you guys to get the CryEngine installed.
I have the CryEngine.
Even why didn't you tell me?
I didn't tell you.
No, I didn't know that. Brandon
That's terrible leadership. No, I'm kidding.
Brandon might have. I didn't hear about it.
No, I definitely did.
Because the only person I knew that actually had the CryEngine installed was Tim.
Oh, I had it installed.
Yeah. Did you play with it at all?
No, I installed it right.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, we could have done level design, but then if we wanted, if that was the case, we could have done 2 different levels or 2 different parts of the same map, right?
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I'm good.
There's Spence. Thanks again.
Adam, you sent it on, right?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, level design. I'll definitely take that into consideration next time. Because if anything, we could all be working on the CryEngine and do 2 separate levels or separate areas, and we just portal into. That could also work. Okay. Anything else? No. Okay. That works. So yeah, what I'll probably do is just, just put together a form for you guys, so that you guys, can actually, evaluate each other. It's not really. There's no real thing. It's more like, well, you can just sit down and say, thought this was done really well, or thought that this person could have done something, and I'll actually sit down with the person and say, you know what. It's been brought up that you could have done more, and you need more training for the team. I can definitely give that training to you. All right. At the same time, this way it's kind of like you can think of what you hear what everyone else thinks of you and stay somewhat anonymous, because to tell. I mean, you can talk shit about me. I couldn't care.
Yeah.
Right.
The feedback. The
feedback is that not everyone's capable of delivering feedback and effectively, and actually accepting feedback effectively. So, yeah, I guess that kind of wraps up our post-mortem for the noobs. I'll sit once Tim and Brandon get here. We'll do another one just to add more to this. But yeah, really glad you guys showed up. We definitely couldn't have cranked up 3 games without you guys.